Right, here's my old stove which I made up, well, must be 4 or 5 years ago at least. It wasn't long after I got this. I'll just take this off. Still got the plastic, but mine doesn't click upwards anymore. It's worn down. But as I don't use it on an open fire, I never bothered changing that because it works quite well, and it lies down nice and flat when it's stored. Now, inside here, as there's only me, I usually only take 1 cup, and inside that, homemade burner. Inside is a Red Bull tight can base, and you can see that there's little holes in the top, so air comes in here, comes out, and lights the vapour coming off the mess there. This other ring which I've cut out of a can just slides down, if I can do that. There you are. It just slides down, so if I want to cut the air coming in, I can make it. It's good for simmering, so if you want a slow boil or what have you. That was a cat can, literally a cat can food, which I cut a hole in and then pushed it out so it's a bit more domed, and that's the top of an old paint tin which I cut the edging off and then just crimped around the bottom to hold the Red Bull can inside, and that gives me a nice centre flame about that sort of length, because can you see how that holds together as well, nice tight fit. There we go. I want as much heat on there as possible. As you can see, I keep my pots black. Shiny pots reflect the heat, black ones don't, they absorb it. Slight dent there from a fall. But that's a patina of a 5 or 6 year old Stanley pot. Now inside here, I'll just show you this first. I left a little edge there as a rim, yeah, when I cut this out, and the top I cut out flush, which I then put holes in. I think it's on my other video, I can't find it, but basically I cut slots out so that can slot down inside for burning wood, which goes over the sweet tin, which I'm now going to bring out. As you can see, it fits tightly, it's just a snug fit inside there, and that's what holds the Stanley in when it's all together. There we go. These are my 2 pot stands, made out of old coat hanger wire, and just bent quicker to shape. You can see they've got a slight down indent, so that the Stanley just sits on them. Right, so I'll get the sweet tin out. So that means I can just rest that on top of there. When I'm using the mess burner, that just sits in there, which I tend to use the most. So hence I've forgotten where I put my base for burning wood. But if I was going on a long trek, then I'd take that as well, just in case I ran out of fuel. When I'm using the mess burner, these slot through these mid-distance holes, so the Stanley is down down to there, so I'm getting heat up the sides as well, which increases the heating up time, you know. I mean, decreases the heating up time. When I'm burning wood on top of there, which of course this catches the ash and dissipates the heat, so you're not burning the ground, I just put them through these holes here and stick the Stanley right on top there, so the smoke and what have you can escape through these holes. The other thing these holes are handy for, if I have a larger pot with me, like a mess tin or something like that, that can go on the top and the heat and smoke can escape through there. Now, I got this one from Lidl, but you see them on motorway service stations, this type of tin with boiled sweets in them. Yeah, I say I got this from Lidl, and I did this as well, a chili can. But unfortunately, I don't think Lidl's do this anymore because I've looked for it because it's quite good chili. So I just noticed it in my cum and thought, oh, that's about the right size for a Stanley. This is actually 100mm in diameter, so if you can find a can the same size, then you can make one of these up for yourself. It doesn't take long. If you can get yourself a step drill for drilling these, you know, then jobs are good and plenty of air to get in, and it's quite an efficient stove. I mean, you can only make it more efficient if it was a wood gas stove, but this is simple, dead easy to make, and very compact. I mean, it's hardly bigger than the Stanley itself when it's all together, you know. Plus, it's a good windshield as well. With that, when it's down like that, you can have that out in a good breeze and it won't affect it whatsoever, you know. With the mess burner. Is there anything else I can think of? No, I think that's it. So anyway, see what you think of that.